So good afternoon, and welcome to bill hearings for the House Health and Government Operations Committee. I'm your chairman, Jocelyn Peña-Milne, joined by my vice chair, Bonnie Collison, and the analyst today, Ms. Erin Hapwood. Please set your electronic devices to vibrate, and don't hold a conversation in the committee while testimony is happening. All bills that are Senate cross files or previously heard House bills will be sponsor only. And please just tell us if it's in the same posture. It will save you and us time. For those that are actually listening at home, we have already listened to the hearing. We have had these bills in subcommittee. We have had lively and respectful discussions about it. We have negotiated on them. So if we go through them fast today, it doesn't mean we don't care. It's just that we have already seen them. Please adhere to our usual committee rules of one question and one answer. Members of the public are able to see this today live stream on the Maryland General Assembly website and the YouTube. Today we're going to start with Senator Augustine, who's been very patient. He has 3 bills here today: Senate Bill 43, Senate Bill 790, Senate Bill 900. We're going to start with Senate Bill 43, which is the Maryland Department of Health Forensic Review Board established. Good afternoon, Senator, and thank you for your patience.
Thank you, Chair Peña-Milne, Vice Chair Collison, members of the committee. Senator Malcolm Augustine here on behalf of Senate Bill 43, which is in the same posture as House Bill 32, which was sponsored by Delegate Charkoudian and passed by this committee. I'll ask for a favorable report on Senate Bill 43.
Thank you, Senator. Are there any questions on a bill that is identical in posture? Seeing none, this concludes the bill hearing on Senate Bill 43. Next, Senate Bill 790, Behavioral Health Advisory Council and the Commission on Behavioral Health Care Treatment and Access. Plan to implement early and periodic screening, diagnostic, and treatment requirements. Senator?
Thank you, Chair Peña-Milne, Vice Chair Collison, members of the committee. Senator Malcolm Augustine here on behalf of Senate Bill 790, which is in the same posture as House Bill 1083, that's sponsored by Delegate Woods, which has passed this committee. I'd ask for a favorable report on Senate Bill 790.
Any question on Senate Bill 790 that is identical to a bill we pass? Seeing none, this concludes the bill hearing on Senate Bill 790. His last bill in this committee today is Senate Bill 900, Maryland Behavioral Health Crisis Response System, integration of 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline Network and outcome evaluation. Senator.
Thank you, Chair Peña-Milne, Vice Chair Collison, members of the committee. Senator Malcolm Augustine here on behalf of Senate Bill 900, which was cross-filed with House Bill 1146 by Delegate White-Highland. These are largely in the same posture. There was a slight modification in the Senate. There was a request from the Montgomery County Health Department that was then supported by the Department of Health that the report, not the first report, occur in 2026 instead of in 2025, and that was an amendment that was put on in the Senate. I just ask for your consideration of that and for a favorable report on Senate Bill 900.
Thank you, Senator. And Senator, on that amendment that is different from the House amendment, is there anyone that objects to that amendment?
No.
Everyone was in agreement?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any questions for the senator? And also, it does not change the fiscal note, correct?
No, it makes no change. All it does is delay the requirement for when the report is due from this year, which would have been 4 months from until the following year for the report.
Wonderful. Delegate Hill.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Senator. I just wanted to clarify that amendment was put on the Senate bill, so you would like us to leave the Senate bill alone, and you're going to put the same amendment on the House bill when it goes over there?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, of course, I'll leave it up to you all, but if it's up to you. Listen, the bill's going to be fine one way or the other. I mean, I'm happy to adjust one way or the other. If you all think that it does make sense for that delay, then that'll be just fine.
Okay. Thank you.
So, Delegate White-Highland, I was told, does want the delay.
Okay. And so if that would be the case, then I would request that you pass the bill as it's in your possession, and I will absolutely talk with
And she's
finance.
excused. She has an excuse, but she does want the delay. Any other questions or concerns? All right, seeing none, this concludes the bill hearing on Senate Bill 900. Senator Augustine, you have a blessed afternoon. You too. We have Senator Ellis, Senate Bill 495, Opioid Restitution Fund Authorized Uses. Good afternoon, Senator. How are you?
I am quite well, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, members of the committee, Senator Arthur Ellis, Charles County District 28, here to present Senate Bill 495, Opioid Restitution Fund Authorized Uses. This bill is in the same posture as House Bill 0728, sponsored by Delegate Rosenberg. Thank you, sir, and ask for a favorable report on Senate Bill 495.
Thank you, Senator Ellis, for working with our wonderful House colleague here. Are there any questions for the Senator on Senate Bill 495? Senator, I don't see any questions, and this will conclude the bill hearing on Senate Bill 495. On behalf of the committee, I want to thank you for being with us today.
Okay, my pleasure, and thank you so much.
You have a
great
blessed day.
You too.
And then we do have, is there someone here for Senate Bill 848? And I believe that my colleague, Delegate Lopez, will give the testimony on behalf of Senator Guzzoni, who's an amazing sponsor in the Senate. And this is Senate Bill 848, Public Health Abortion Grant Program Establishment. Good afternoon, Delegate Lopez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, I'm Delegate Leslie Lopez here on behalf of Senator Guy Guzzoni to ask for your consideration and favorable report on Senate Bill 848, which is in the exact same posture as what has passed this committee and third reader on the floor.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions for the good delegate? Thank you, Delegate, for your hard work on this bill. We really appreciate you. This actually concludes the bill hearing on Senate Bill 848, and it actually concludes our hearings for today. Please stay seated for a second because we're going to vote right after the hearing so that you can at least have some time to catch up on everything we could not do yesterday because we worked so hard last night. Thank you. 7 hours on the floor.
Madam Chair.
And I want to thank you for last night. You guys were amazing, okay?